All right. Do I have everything I need? I think so. Do you guys hear that? Okay. 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 Hey, Kat. I have a lawyer gaming question for you. Have you been paying attention to the D&D open gaming license thing that's been going on? Okay, but do you know what I'm talking about though? Okay, okay. I you know you know what's funny is there's a guy here. No, why is it? Is it really? Oh, mine is. Oh. Hello,
Tony has not a
hello,
lot.
hello. Thank you, Selleck. Right as we go live, I appreciate that. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Sorry we're late. It's been a crazy week/afternoon for me personally. It's all my fault. I apologize. But we are super excited tonight because we're going to start the campaign adventure. So this is going to be the beginning of the long-term campaign. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Also, we have Kat with us tonight. Say hi, Kat.
What's up? Howdy, everybody.
So Kat
Yay.
Kat created a character with the rest of everyone. By the way, say hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello. So Kat and Winters also created characters with us at the same time, with the idea that they would be on and off the show every once in a while. So awesome that Kat gets to join us, and perfect timing because tonight we were going to introduce her character anyway. So it was just going to be in the form of a log entry, but now she gets to be there and play with us. So it's going to be awesome. And the most exciting thing about tonight is that I don't even know what's going to happen, because the players and the crew of the USS Sovereign are going to decide where they're going to go, and that will dictate what happens. So this is just as exciting for me as it is for all of you. All right.
Scored. Thank you, Lance, for the subscription.
I did the random
awesome.
one, but it keeps going to everybody on the group. James got it last time, I think.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Gifting subscriptions again.
All right, cool. So let's get everybody caught up. If you guys haven't seen the first mission of the USS Sovereign, it was a fun, exciting, timey-wimey episode. And then the last time we saw the crew, Captain Shepard was taking his new alien hybrid beagle named Dog Tanyan to the vet, and the doctors screwed up the scans so bad that the dog ran around the ship, and they spent the whole episode chasing the ship. That was our bottle episode. So so that all happened while the Sovereign was en route to Narendra Station. And if you look at the map here, this is the ship is arriving at Narendra Station, which is down here, and this is on the edge of Federation space above the Klingon territory. And if you're a Star Trek Online player, you'll probably recognize the Archer planet down here, and the Romulan Star Empire way up there, and the Narendra system over here. So they are going to be heading into what is called the Shackleton Expanse. That is a relatively uncharted and semi-dangerous region of space. There are some gravitational issues as you get deeper and deeper into the expanse. There's some intel from that region, but not a lot, and so there's a smattering of what's known about that area. So we join the crew. They arrive at Narendra Station, which is sort of the last outpost before the Shackleton Expanse. And Admiral James has received Captain James Shepard
Promoted? Yes.
has received orders from Admiral Winters, who is his commanding officer for the Shackleton Expanse exploration project. And they have taken on supplies. They've dropped off any crew members or the rescued crew from the Atlantis. They've done any repairs, computer upgrades. All of that stuff has happened already at Narendra Station, and they're getting ready to go on a long journey into the Expanse. As part of Admiral Winter's orders, he has posted a non-commissioned Starfleet intelligence representative. And we will go ahead and start on the bridge of the Sovereign. And let's just make sure everybody's here. Yes, everybody's here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. So I start with 12 threat. Where is... Oh, Cat. Where's... Oh, there it is. Whew. I knew I made an avatar for you. I just didn't know where it was. All right, so we will start with so the crew is on board. They're ready to disembark. They've probably just left space dock, and they're heading out of the area. And Kat, your character will walk on to the bridge, and I'm sorry, your character's name is
Sahir.
Sahir. All these S names.
I think everybody's name starts with S.
Yes.
Yes. Sayahar.
Let's see. Am I spelling this
Here,
correctly?
they are, wherever you are.
Maybe not the two
Maybe not the
S's.
two S's. Sorry, my keyboard sometimes does that. All right.
Welcome to the Sovereign.
So you walk onto the bridge. Captain Shepard, you've received your orders from Admiral Winter, so you know that she is arriving. And she is walking onto the bridge to report for duty. So, Kat, go ahead and give us a visual description of your character, and then report to the captain.
Visual description. Okay.
Like
Sahir.
what would they
Like-
notice? What would they notice when you walk in onto the bridge? Like, what's the first things that they would notice?
Well, probably that she's Romulan. If they were familiar with Romulans, I suppose. Okay, so Sahir, dark-haired Romulan. She's pretty tall, in my mind. What else? I mean, Romulan. You know, they're mysterious. That's about it. You can't really infer a whole lot other than she's Romulan.
Does she is she from the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere?
Good point.
Southern.
From
I
the
forget
south.
those are the ones. she's got that southern Romulan twang.
Joe Lontrue, y'all.
And so she is so in the avatar she has the black undershirt. Is that how you see her also?
Yes.
Okay. So she's
Then she would try and enter the bridge, right? And she'd say captain, specialist, or advisor, whatever. Specialist? Is that not commissioned?
specialist. You're definitely an intelligence specialist, as how I would describe you, if that's
Okay. So then I say specialist Sahir reporting for duty, captain permission to enter the bridge.
Permission granted.
And Captain, where would you like her posted?
Can you take the seat next to our science officer, please?
Yes, sir.
And so, James, your orders infer that basically she's here to provide as much intelligence as Starfleet intelligence has on the region. So, if you run into stuff, you should certainly ask her when she's around if she has any intel on these things. So we will put you over here in that seat behind the science officer. Or actually, you know what? Let's put you over here. like where Burnham was on Specialist Burnham was. So,
Sweet.
all right. So,
Specialist, has anyone offered you a hot beverage yet?
Yes, sir.
Good.
they're all about hospitality here on the USS Sovereign. One thing you missed, Kat, was in the middle of the first mission, they had a picnic. They literally called the ship, ordered coffee and sandwiches, and had a picnic in the middle of the mission. So,
Oh, that sounds lovely.
yeah.
I have a suspicion who the captain was just going to have get her some coffee.
All right. So Captain, the ship is yours. The crew is with you, and you are disembarking.
Okay, let's head slow. What I would like to start to do, I'd like to cool down to engineering if that's possible.
Yes, that's absolutely possible.
Okay, this is Captain's engineering. Is there any way that we can run silently? A bit caution. Maybe mask our energy signatures. We don't want to alert ourselves to anyone hostile, but then again, we don't want to alert ourselves to anyone who's maybe not quite ready for warp contact yet.
Of course, sir. That is standard procedure. That is established standard procedure when operating in the Expanse, after all.
Perfecto. Can we go ahead? Let's take it nice and slow into Expanse. Can we go? Let's go warp factor 5 into the Expanse. Security, how's your station?
All green, Captain.
First officer report.
Everything is normal, Captain.
Science report.
All good.
Good. Trailer, take us in.
Yes, Captain.
All right. So,
What's the
with
heading?
we'll get to that in just a moment. Let me show you. So, as you head out, your long-range sensors will give you a reading of what is out there, and you will see here in just a moment what is out there. Oops. Ah! Nah. I did the opposite that I wanted to do. Sorry. All right. So when looking at this map, just some things to keep in mind. If you see a planet, it means that it is a planetary system with a known habitable world. If you see a cluster of objects like, what appears to be asteroids or other celestial bodies, that's basically what it is. It is probably an asteroid field or debris field or some kind of a natural phenomena. If you see a yellow dot or a blue dot or a big blue circle, those are stars. The yellow and blue ones are stars. The big blue ones are anomalies. And the purple are nebula. And then there's also stations, like if you see in 105, Space Station 105 or 123, those are stations. And obviously the Sovereign is here at Narendra Station, which is right there. So any questions about the map? Obviously the grid has numbers on it, so you can pick a certain heading. And this is what long-range sensors shows you so far. So, where would you like to go?
I'd like to go to 107.11. So 07.11, please. The asteroid field.
0711. The asteroid?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, So give the order to head out.
Do that.
That's his catchphrase, by the way. His captain catchphrase.
Is do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
All right. So the ship. Oh, that's not right. There it is. All right. So the ship enters warp and heads towards 07.11 heading. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're on the way?
Specialist, can you meet me in my briefing room? I want to discuss the situation.
Yes, Captain.
And could I also get my first officer to join me? And I'm going to give Sarah, you have the bridge. Okay, let's...
Very well, Captain.
Oh.
I'll just wait for everyone to join me in the room. I'm just gonna sit here.
Sorry.
He's getting the coffee brewed up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna feed my fish, guys. Don't worry. Let me just quick. There's two of me's apparently. There's lots of me's.
This expanse is the crazy place.
Oh my goodness!
My God, you're a Duplar.
Did you get a hold?
Duplar.
Did you get a hold of Jesse's device?
I think
The one
so.
that makes multiple copies of himself?
Oh, there they are. They're sorry. They're all tiny. Here's all the I've been pulling. Holy cow. Look at Okay, hang on. Here we go.
The captain seems to be sporulating.
Star Trek Quantum Mania.
All right. So there's that. And then I'll have to fix that. Sorry.
Be right. I'm getting more wine while this happens.
It's probably yes, as there's always wine available in the captain's ready room.
You drink the tea, that's why I know I never drink the alcohol in here.
What?
There we go. Sorry about that. All right. So they both enter the ready room.
Before we get started, is Sahir joining us something Sovek was informed of before they just waltzed onto the bridge, or is this the first I'm hearing of this? I'm probably looking at you, Captain.
You would have received these orders as soon as you arrived at Narendra. So
Okay.
it's up to so James, it's up to you if you wanted to share this information with the crew.
No, I definitely share it with my commander, I think. Sovek, now I finished feeding the fish. Let's get started with the briefing. So, could you please tell us about what it is we're doing in the Expanse?
So your orders from Admiral Winters are just to explore the Expanse. That's something Admiral Winters would have given you in his orders. You're just going to explore.
Okay, Kirky.
Are you asking me my mission, sir?
Well, anything that you can tell us that isn't classified would be helpful.
Sovek raises an eyebrow.
About anything specific or our intended destination?
I would say anything specific, like is there a great threat out here, or are we just exploring? Which is fine. I'm a member of Starfleet. We explore things, but I tend to think when they give us a specialist, there might be something a little bit more to it.
My orders, sir, are to assist you in your exploration and offer advice whenever prudent. However, there are untold dangers out there, which I will always assist in dealing with when you would need my advice.
Very well. Sovek, I have set a course for the asteroid field, and the reason for this is I think it might be good for us to try and stock up on some dilithium for the upcoming mission ahead and any other resources that we could use. Do you have any advice?
Apologies.
That seems a prudent course of action, Captain.
For some reason, However, some recent intelligence reports admit strange sensor readings emanating from the area around the asteroids.
Okay, interesting.
Strange
so maybe
in what way?
Abnormal.
It's possible that another civilization is already using it as a lithium mine, so we should be careful.
Agreed, sir.
Sovek, I
Yes,
think
Captain.
when we arrive, I'd like to split. I'd like to get a shuttle prepared with an away team to maybe explore a little bit more into that area. Would you be okay to head that team?
Yes. Would you like me to take the commander's boat again?
It's the captain's yacht, but yes, you can take your commander's boat. You can pick your team as well.
Very well.
Okay, I think I'm going to have a quick cup of tea and then we'll return to the bridge.
And just a point of order is that you probably would have stocked up on all the dilithium and deuterium that you need at the space station. Just so you know. So you're probably good in that department, but you can always take on extra if you want. That is fine.
It's more the fact that I'm scouting out new Federation mining outposts.
Sure,
I'm sure the Federation could. Yeah.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you the information. All right. So, are you ready to arrive?
I'm ready to arrive. Everyone else ready to arrive?
Yep. Sure.
All right. So, the Sovereign arrives at the destination. And you warp into what appears to be a sure enough, it is a mining operation. And there is a freighter ship in orbit, and as soon as you enter the area, you receive a hail. Where's the hail? Don't I have a hail button? You'd think there'd be a hail button here.
On screen.
Oh, here we go. There you
go. On screen.
And on screen before you appears a humanoid-looking, female-presenting alien. She's no uniform, just plain civilian clothes. And she says, "Oh, thank God. I need some assistance, and I think Starfleet can help. Are you able to lend us some assistance?"
Whatever you need. What are you in need of?
Well, I inherited this mining operation from my aunt, who is a very business savvy woman, and I really have no idea what I'm doing. However, I'm trying to deliver some mining supplies from the nearby system, and to help, to help continue the mining operation. And we have our dome has a structural breach, and I would really appreciate it if you could help us get these supplies down and repair the breach. We're just our workers in the bubble are trapped in their quarters and are unable to get to the transporter room, and because of the high concentration of dilithium around the area, it's our transporters are not able to get a lock on them, and we haven't been able to send anybody down to repair the breach. So any assistance you can offer would be greatly appreciated.
Do we know if any of them are injured?
Were you talking, James? Because it looked like you were talking, but we couldn't hear you.
Sorry, yes, I was. I'd like to use my talent quick survey to see if she's telling the truth.
Sure. Is that what's the quick survey one?
Okay, quick survey is a requirement 9+, and you have a way of getting good first impression of a situation with only a moment's observation. At the start of the scene, you may immediately ask one question, and if you have, and I can spend momentum. Oh, I don't have any momentum.
No. You guys start with Nova. How much do they start with?
We start with determination.
Don't you guys?
We all start with.
Oh, you guys
1
don't
point
start
of
with
determination.
You guys don't
Yeah, we
start
don't-
with momentum.
Don't start with momentum, just determination.
Right.
That's fine. That's
Yeah. Nothing about this situation seems nefarious or other than what she's saying. You believe everything she is saying, and you have no reason to doubt that.
Okie dokie, then we'll be happy to help. Commander Sovek, any ideas?
Yes, we should. If we can't beam down there, we should take a shuttle with our chief engineer and chief medical officer to assist.
I agree completely. Are you okay to head up this party?
I am, Captain.
Do it.
All right. So who are you taking?
I'll take Chief Sayar and our chief medical officer, if someone wants to play that, or
Kat, so you're not going to take Kat's character? Because if you don't take her, then I'll suggest Kat play as the doctor.
Sovek is a little wary of
Sure.
the Romulan, so no, he won't take Kat's character.
Kat, do you know where the Google Drive folder is that has the other character sheets?
Maybe.
And do you mind? Do you want to play as the?
Yeah, no, I can do it.
All right. So you're looking for.
It's vitally important you do it with a really good German accent.
Her name is you. You don't have to do a German accent. You just
or an atrocious German accent.
She's an Enar. She's an Enar, and it's the Anastala Jamel character sheet.
You know, an Enar from Berlin.
What folder are those
Line
in?
Jamel, actually.
It might be
Like
pinned
events?
in the. Is it pinned in the RPG chat? It might not be.
Character. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, actually, I'll do this, Kat. I will actually just send you the link to. Oh wait, nope, can't do the character sheet itself. I can send you a link to the folder. There you go.
Can I suggest, while we're assembling this away team, the Sovereign does a scan to give us any information that could be relevant in repairing the bubble?
It's the very first character, Kat.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Oh, that's security. Hold on.
That it was the correct link, wasn't it?
We know the name of the character?
Yeah, it's the first one.
Anastala Jamel.
Mine's not alphabetized.
Oh. It's not out, no.
All right, so
Andorian Chief Medical Officer. Oh, yeah, she's
Yeah.
an Enar.
Yeah, that's the one.
So you want the ship to scan?
Yeah, and I'd like Temna, our chief science officer, to do it.
Okay. And does somebody want to roll for the ship? I'm assuming you want the ship sensors to
Yeah,
that,
ship sensors to help.
All right. So what? So Sarah, tell me exactly what you're scanning for.
I don't know. What do you want me to scan for?
Can you scan for any anomalies or anything that looks at all suspicious?
Okay, so anomalies. Okay.
So
Does
that'll
that
be.
fall under science?
Does that fall under science?
Did you update your focus?
Yes, she has slightly.
What, applied science?
It's now applied science.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll take that, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
He'll take it and throw it right out the airlock, but he will take it.
Okay.
It's
you may find some science tasks a little bit more difficult than they normally would be, just so you know. All right. So you're scanning for general anomalies in the area, is that correct? Or are you scanning about the damaged dome?
Scanning for anomalies, and we'll do a separate scan for the dome.
Okay. All right. So science, reason, and then somebody can roll for the ship, which is science sensors, and the ship gets a +1 bump. Selleck, we'll have you roll for the ship. So this will be a difficulty 0. Maybe you don't even want to roll, but maybe you should build some momentum.
Do you want to roll?
Oh, by the way, difficulty 0. Yeah.
Don't watch it.
Okay. That's success?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 13.
What was the
How
ship
many-
rolling again, sorry?
Science sensors, which is a 14 total.
Okay. Ship rolled a 2.
Ooh.
Writing stuff.
All right. So that's 1 success from the ship, and how many successes from Temna?
1 success.
1 success. All right. So that is 2 momentum. So you do a scan. And it's hard to get clear readings because of the interference from the dilithium deposits. But there's no noticeable there's nothing out of the ordinary that you can see. It's hard to see everywhere, like there's some shadowy spots behind some of the asteroids as far as the sensors are concerned, but nothing really appears to be of note.
Okie dokie. Can we scan the dome now, if that's okay?
Yep. Science reason. Difficulty of 0.
Six and 9, 2 successes.
And the
Nice.
ship. Yeah. Go ahead, Selleck.
Ship rolled a 17.
So that's 2 successes. I'm assuming you want to bank all of this momentum. Is that correct?
Show bank it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just bank it.
Okay.
Might be useful later.
All right. So you scan the bubble, and you register 5 life signs. They seem fine and healthy. They're in the the sleeping quarters and kitchen of the facility, and there is a there appears to be a malfunctioning exterior port door that is not closing, and that is what is causing the breach. And there appears to be possibly some damage that's preventing it from actually closing, like physical damage. So this does not appear to be a mechanical malfunction, but rather a physical damage that's preventing it from closing.
Okay, Commander Sovek, this is your mission briefing. I'd like you to take out your team, and I'd like you to land the shuttle in front of that breach and form a bubble around it with your shields to create a vacuum seal. And then I'd like you to repair the damage and help the people inside.
Very well, Captain.
I don't know if you could use your shields to... I don't think shields work like that, but you could do something else. You could do something else to do that.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is back the shuttle up against...
Could you put up a portable force field or something?
Yeah, something like a portable force field. But either way, find a way to seal the breach and help the people out inside and see to any medical needs and any engineering needs. Is that okay?
Very well, Captain. And orders understood. Sovek immediately turns to the other two and says, I suggest we wear spacesuits for this.
Okay.
I suggest
just to play it safe.
There is a cost to bring equipment with you. There is a momentum cost for equipment, just so you know.
How much is it? Because I feel like that's a reasonable precaution if we're going into the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
Unless, Chiefs, you disagree?
No, agree.
I have no problem with maintaining my own oxygen supply in a place where it is suspect, sir.
Good to know.
Really? Cations can do that?
This Cation.
That's why I'm bringing it with me.
Wear a spacesuit.
We have the special ones that have, the tail extension.
I can just imagine that going out. It's like choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo.
Not just the tail extension, but the built-in claws on the gloves.
Oh my god. Wow.
Exactly.
I picture like those gardening gloves that
don't
you
be
can use.
Don't be jealous of the prehensile tail, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
While we're waiting, it's worth asking which one of you has the best con skill, because Sovek's con is 1. Who's going to be piloting this shuttle?
I have 2.
3.
Yes.
Okay, you win.
Now don't crash my shuttle. Just got it. It's brand new.
Do we have a name for this shuttle, or do we want to give this shuttle a name?
I like to call it the Stingray.
There is audible blinking coming from the away team.
Okay, what about Puddle Jumper? I
was going to say, Sovek, who is familiar with the classics, agrees.
Oh yes, Stingray, good. Stingray it is. That's 2 votes for Stingray. Any objections? Chat, any objections to Stingray? No? No objections?
Well, I can't hear any, so...
You gotta give them a moment to actually hear your question.
No.
Yes,
there is a bit of a delay,
Yes, you do realize there is probably about a 20-second delay, at least on my
end. There's a 20-second delay, but...
Lord Ford approves.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, Lord. Stingray it is. There you go. That's 3 votes to Stingray. I haven't heard any objections.
Stand by for action. So have we found the momentum cost for bringing spacesuits?
No, not yet. I have to check another book.
Surely, in a society where you can replicate anything, including a spacesuit, the momentum cost should be like.
I mean, isn't that standard equipment for?
Yeah, it's like standard equipment on a shuttle, surely.
He is right, though. I'm pretty sure there is a momentum cost. At the very least, there's a momentum cost if you want to say you packed something on the way. I thought maybe if you declare it beforehand, there isn't, but it's been a while. I can't remember.
And I'm just not sure. Panda.
I know there's a cost because in a game I played, we tried to do that, and the GM was like, "Oh, there's a cost."
Oh,
okay.
So
The
you
ship must
actually
have
have.
a Ferengi quartermaster or something.
Yeah, probably so. So you'd like to not die in the vacuum of space?
That's gonna cost you.
That's gonna cost you at least, let's say 70 bars of gold pressed platinum.
Wow.
You had the prehensile tail talent as well, Panda?
Hell yeah.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
I mean, was the other occasion racial trait like smooth one-liners or something like that?
I don't
No.
remember what it was.
I want to have a phaser in each hand and slap someone with my tail.
Exactly.
Good food. What?
So it just raises an eyebrow.
Chief Engineer Sayar is never going to John Woo, I promise. Maybe.
All right, I'm gonna check one more book, and then if I don't find it, then we'll say it's one apiece.
What was Friends comment?
Wait, Brent, you've got a tail?
I've got a tail.
You know from the song. I got it, Brent. That was fun.
I got it too.
You'll
It
have
was
to
good.
explain it afterwards, I guess.
I think
Or
you
he
have to
can
post the
explain it.
reference, maybe.
Or you can explain it in chat.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
But yeah, Chief Jamel, I hope your services are not required, but it pays to be prepared.
Well, we are going to enjoy a nice cup of tea here on the bridge. I'm going to go get the kettle boiling. Can I get a specialist? Can I get you anything? Anything at all?
What?
No, that's our Chief Medical Officer with the excellent German accent that I still haven't heard yet.
Pre-flight
Are you
beverage
talking to Sahir, who's still on the bridge?
No, I'm talking to Sir here, yeah, because we're just chilling on the bridge right now.
No, thank you, sir.
Okay, good, because if you ask for Rector Gino, I'd have to get someone else to get it.
Why would you?
So here should have a French accent.
All right, I can't find it, but we'll say it's one momentum apiece to pack an environmental suit.
That's expensive.
I'm pretty sure it's more. I think it's 2 momentum apiece, but I'm gonna say it's 1.
Just like, imagine escaping the ship. Imagine escaping the ship.
you could always solve the problem without an environmental suit if you want. But it's
So
up to
Vane
you
just
guys.
looks at the two of them and goes, "So is someone sharing?"
Oh, fine. We'll spend 3 momentum. I don't want them to die. Gosh.
I mean, and also not all of them have to go in. Like it's up to you guys. Like
I'd rather them stay together because one of them gets split up, and then we got alien vibes. So let's just 3
Wouldn't the
momentum.
chief medical officer need to go tend to people and stuff?
Yeah.
So how are they supposed to stay together if the engineer is supposed to fix the thing and then the medical officer is supposed to?
That's very reasonable thing.
Right. Okay. Making an executive decision. I'm making an executive decision. We're spending 3 momentum. We're each getting a spacesuit.
Thank you. That's what I'd say.
all right, everybody gets a spacesuit. You get a spacesuit. You get a spacesuit, and you get a spacesuit.
You get a spacesuit.
All right.
Let's get the Stingrayer going.
So
Stand by for action.
you all pack into the shuttle, and is this a type? What do you guys have? A type 9 shuttle? Is that probably what it is?
I was thinking like one of the bigger ones, like the 11s.
Yeah, it's type 11.
Type 11.
Because the Type 9's the Voyager one, the really small one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I thought they were taking the captain's yacht.
Oh, you
No,
can take
we
command.
don't need it for this.
Okay.
A shuttle will do.
Yeah, you
Shuttle.
don't need a
Hang on.
warp capable
Let me-
starship.
Let me go grab my brand new.
And last time I got it back, it had commander's boat painted on the side with graffiti.
I was going to say, it's not the captain's yacht, it's the commander's boat.
Here, let me grab my brand new Utopia Planitia
Ooh,
collector's edition.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, look at the inside.
Boo.
Look at all those. Look at all those stow ships.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
I wonder if
Did
the
you get that
regular
for
version has
Christmas?
got that too.
Yeah, I bought it for. I buy myself presents. I don't let anybody else buy me presents. So.
I buy myself
Wow.
presents, too.
Valid.
Yeah. So.
You know, I didn't know the shuttles went to 11. I thought they all went to 10.
It goes to 11. You see, it's one more. It's one more.
I thought it was like 7 till 11.
Get it? Really? No Spinal Tap fans in the house? Okay.
I got it. I thought.
Did you get it?
I thought it was.
Oh,
just
I
a
got
given.
it.
Setting it up for you.
Oh my god, I'll show you the clip.
Okay.
It's about speakers.
Um,
You should know. You play
I
guitar.
can't believe
oh.
I can't believe you don't know Spinal Tap. Like
I mean, I know of the group. I
it's
just
one of
don't
the
know if I
greatest
can buy them.
movies of all time.
Cat may know them personally.
So Nova.
Oh, is that when they blow up the speaker? Like really?
So Nova,
Oh,
it's not a real band. It's a fictional band. It's
Oh.
there's a movie. It's
Okay.
it's the first mockumentary that was ever made.
Oh,
They
They are a real band now. They've put albums out.
I mean, yes, but they're all actors who were in this movie that is a fake movie. It's a fake documentary about this fake band. But it's
I
hysterical.
like their names. Was it like
see,
Nigel Tufnell?
Yeah, well, their album,
Break Like the Wind.
Break Like the Wind, yeah.
Classic.
Just look up 235. 235.
It's great, but you know the Monkees started out the same way, right?
Oh yeah, they were like just for the show or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 235. I can't count. Oh, 235. Jeez, I really.
Is there
have
only
no
one
idea.
monkey left? Is it Mickey Dolenz? Is he the only one?
Did you
I
know
know
that?
it. Isn't that
Speaking of the
sad?
monkeys, that's how we got the character of Pavel Chekhov. Is the monkeys were a huge hit show at the
Davy
time,
Jones?
and they wanted a young cute looking guy that looked like one of the monkeys. That's where the character of Pavel Chekhov came from.
It does look like Davy Jones. Oh my
Yeah.
God! Remember that episode of Brady Bunch when Davy Jones took Marcia to the prom?
I do not. Okay, I got the shuttlecraft stats here in case we need them. All right, so you pack in your environmental suits into your shuttlecraft. You hop in. You head over to the facility. Is there anything else you want to take with you? Anybody else you want to take with you? That's just that stuff.
Just the three of us should do.
Okay.
Don't forget a pack lunch.
A what?
A what?
A pack. They need a pack lunch, just in case. You know, ration.
How much momentum for
Unless
three
it's
packed
got
lunches?
another momentum. We can't.
You
do
don't-
much.
You, the way you guys pack lunches on this show, like you don't have enough. You don't have enough momentum for that. So.
Levensies.
Yeah, what about second breakfast?
All right.
second.
As we discovered the space hobbits, that's why we had to go right back to Narendra after this.
All right. So you guys head over to the facility, and you arrive on the outside of the dome, and you guys are. This up here. Can you guys see that?
Still loading.
Oh, it's still loading. Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? Hang on. Let me bring that up for everybody else. Okay. So, Let me know when it's up. Really? It's still loading? It is a new
Loading
map.
screen.
It might take a minute.
It's
I should probably reduce the file size of some of these images, but that's okay. It gives me time to grab a shuttle. A shuttle.
It's green.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, I see it.
Oh, this would be. No, I better not use that one. I don't know whose that is. Actually, I don't have one. All right, whatever. So up here is the malfunctioning door. So I'm assuming you guys park very close to out of that. Down here is where the people are holed up, and there's emergency force fields in here keeping them safe. So they're down here. They're fine. They're unharmed, as far as you can tell. So they're here, and this is the malfunctioning door. And so you guys are probably parked right out here.
Will those emergency force fields hold if the door completely failed?
The door has completely failed. There's no atmosphere.
Oh, okay.
There's no atmosphere in the rest of this, in the rest of the facility.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to pack a spacesuit? There's no air in there. Of course we want it. Anyway.
I don't know. Somebody did mention portable force field.
So, shall we disembark and begin repairing?
Sorry, was the captain about to jump in?
Nope. Good luck.
Thank you, Cap. Okay, Chief Sayar, do you want to disembark and begin repairing? Yeah, we've ran a scan on the I want to say survivors, but the miners, they're fine.
From the initial scan of the dome, yes, they
Okay.
There's 5 healthy life signs. You're welcome to go check on them if you want.
Okay, I think
Team in there or what?
I mean, you could just open a channel, right?
I figured she'd have to go scan them or look at them, right?
I mean, you could just talk to them, see if they're okay.
That's true. All right then.
Is that what you would like to do?
Oh, I don't know, sir. What are your
that's a
reports?
good idea, Chief. You do that.
All right. So yes, I'd like to. What I guess.
Well, how do you
If you-
communicate? How do you communicate in Star Trek, Kat?
I'm doing the thing, right?
So you open a channel to the miners.
This is Dr. What's my name? Anish Chawla Jamel. Is anyone injured? Does anyone need medical treatment?
No, we're fine. We have food and supplies. Everything's okay. We're just we've been here for several hours, and we're just waiting for this to get fixed. So thank you for your help.
Is that when the Empire comes in? That totally sounded like Han Solo.
Oh, yeah, we're all fine here.
We're all good.
How are you? How are you? Sorry, I was trying to, they're annoyed that they're not upset, but they're annoyed that they're dealing with this. So
Okay.
yes, we're all fine. Thank you for asking.
This
All
is
right.
Commander Sovek. We're here to repair the door. Can I quickly ask, how long will the force fields hold that are keeping you safe?
There's plenty of power. The force field should last indefinitely, unless something goes wrong. Some of our equipment is pretty old, and as you can see, stuff can happen and go wrong. But as far as we know, the power supply should last, and we should be okay.
Very well. We will work expeditiously. Chief Sayar, how is the door coming?
Do I have the open channel to them, or is this communication to the miners only?
This would be
happening?
directly to you.
Yeah.
So you closed the channel to the miners, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now it's just you guys.
Commander, did any of them see what happened?
I can ask. Sovek opens the channel. This is Commander Sovek again. Did any of you see what happened to the door?
Push the chest.
Sorry, I accidentally hit repeat. Sorry. So the channel opens. One of our loading lifts, Carl over here ran the loading lift into the side of the door and bent it and at the same time damaged the force field. It flickered on and off for a little bit, and thankfully we were able to get into the living quarters before the force field completely failed, and the door, we were unable to close the door from here.
Very well, thank you. Closes the channel.
I'm going to assume you just relayed that to me.
Yep.
Well, you would have heard it too, yeah.
Okay, so is there a loader in this room?
Yes.
All right.
It's firmly pressed up against the door frame.
All right, so this probably did. Okay, so from the outset, it looks like this actually did happen, and that they're not trying to hide anything from us quite yet. Yes, Carl, that does kill people.
Carl!
For revoking your loader license, Carl.
So if the loader is still pushed into the door, will we need to move the loader out of the way?
That would be a start, and then we can determine just how if we can restore the door, like if this is something we can just reroute power to complete the seal, or if it is the mechanism itself, door sealing mechanisms itself are damaged, in which case we have to think of something else.
They did mention that there's supposed to be a force field. If we can reactivate that, at the very least, we could have the atmosphere come back.
Indeed.
And possibly evacuate them.
So, first step, let's try to get this loader out of the wall.
Carl's gonna need a union steward.
Make sure you're OSHA compliant.
Carl, the enemy of the Federation. Yes, exactly. All right. So how are you going to move the loader out?
Are the keys still in the ignition?
Yep.
Well, I have the highest con score out of everyone here.
So you're telling me you're going to drive it?
Well, I'm not about to get out. I'm not about to get between the wall and it and push.
All right. So you're hopping in to pull it back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sadly, the entire chamber is a vacuum, so you won't get to hear the beep, beep, beep.
So,
if you really need it, I will beep into the comms, Chief.
We don't have that sound effect?
So Sayar hops into the driver's seat of the dilithium lift loader and, cranks it up, gets it started, gets ready to go, and attempts to pull it back. So that is going to be con control with a difficulty of 2.
Can I assist by like standing in front and being like, back it up, back it up?
Does the loader get a roll?
You can. No, the loader doesn't get a roll.
Like maybe giving hand signals.
You can assist if you want to push it.
Sure. Can I use command to do that?
Nope. That would be a.
Got a raid.
Raid.
I would say. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, who's raiding us?
Oh, thank you.
The Dark Mom Consortium.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, dang.
Awesome.
Hi, guys.
Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
A lot of you probably came from a Stowe stream. We usually play Stowe, but tonight we're... Oh, hi, Dark Mom Consortium. Hi, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. So, yeah, tonight we're playing Star Trek Adventures. On Friday nights, we play Star Trek Adventures, but every other night we stream, we do Star Trek Online. Saturday nights are... our big live stream. We talk about the news, and we usually go on away missions with viewers. On Monday, James here does an Accolade Hunter show where he goes after all those pesky accolades in the game and does fun builds and interaction with the viewers and stuff, and usually has some guests on every once in a while. And on Thursday nights, we do our TFO night in our fleet, and we usually stream that and just hang out with people. So, oh, Tumor Boy's here. Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Hey, Nick,
Hello.
how's it going?
Hey.
That's awesome. Oh, man.
Stowe bingo for accolades. Oh, that's
I
awesome.
want to do that. That sounds amazing.
Ooh, we should do that. That sounds so fun.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, we'll
That's
do
cool.
it.
Well, Nick, hope you've had a happy new year so far.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. So, yeah, so we're in the middle of the crew of the USS Sovereign here is in the middle of of rescuing and assisting at a mining facility. And our chief engineer is about to drive a forklift, a dilithium loader. So we're about to see, he's going to roll some dice, and we're going to see how that's going to go. So...
Just want to remind everyone, I do have the backup plans straight.
Oh, that's right.
While the commander pushes.
All right, so Con,
sorry,
So,
it's not a Nick. It's not a forklift. It's a hover.
A lift for forks.
A hover transportation lift machine.
Could you just say loader? I'm sure you could just say loader and get away with it.
Probably, yeah.
it's certainly a
It's
load
a
of something.
gravity manipulation device. Yes, exactly.
With the seat and the steering wheel.
Actually, Dark Mom, the guy who crashed the forklift's name was Carl. So you're not far off. All right.
So yeah, since I'm assisting, you get a reroll Panda because I've got the advisor talent.
Yes, thank God. Because so this will be control con. This is
So-
going to be 13.
It's a control con for Syar, and it's going to be a con fitness for Sovek.
Oh, this should be interesting.
You
Do
have
you even lift, sir?
so this is a difficulty of 2. Do you want to buy? You have 1 momentum. Let me put that on the screen here. You do have 1 momentum. Do you want to do anything with that?
Up to you, Chief.
I think if we only have 1, we should probably just try to hold on to that.
Sounds reasonable.
Like, we're both wearing spacesuits. If this really
Yes.
this cocks up, I mean,
We're not the ones that are gonna pay for it. Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
all right, here goes.
I like that face.
I don't like that face.
You can go ahead and tick that momentum up one.
Did you? All right. So what did you? So Selleck, you go ahead and roll.
I rolled, and I rolled badly. Not hideously badly, but a fail.
All right. So no successes from Selleck, and Panda, your target was what, a 13?
13.
And what did you roll?
A 16 and a 19.
A 16.
Don't forget you can re-roll one of those.
And a 19.
Yes. And again, a 19.
Wow.
It's a good thing you didn't roll a 20, I guess. Okay, so...
Like I said, that momentum now goes up one.
So you fire it up. You look behind you. You get everything ready. You start on the throttle. Sovek is back against the wall. He's pushing it, and you start throttling up, and it starts to shake. And it's just not going. It's definitely wedged into the door frame, where the door would normally slide down. It's wedged in there, and you're unable to pull the loader out. You try a couple times, and it's just not giving.
Can you beam it out?
We tried this the gentle way, in the spirit of Captain Shepard. Can we now disintegrate it with a phaser?
Oh, or that.
Wait, I used fire.
What is a phaser but fire with extreme intent?
Burn it to the ground.
Because of the material, you don't have a phaser powerful enough. You'd have to have the ship shoot it.
I'm down with that.
Okay. We can't use the ship in order to phaser our way through. I don't think they will be very grateful for that as a rescue. Is there no way we can bring the force field up around the loader so that we wouldn't need to dislodge it, just so we can evacuate these people?
You tell me what you want to do.
All right, team suggestions.
Yeah, did we try beaming the lift out of the way? Beaming it away?
I thought we couldn't beam because of...
Because of
interference.
The interference.
Their transporters were not working because of the interference.
Like the ships, but the stations.
The freighter that you were talking to said to you that their transporters were not able to transport through the interference.
Quick head count.
well,
How many miners are there?
5.
5. We could totally fit. We could fit 5 into the shuttle. We just beam them to the shuttle.
That sounds like a good plan. Okay, let's return to the shuttle and beam them onto the shuttle. As we're doing this, I'll tap my comm badge, and this is Commander Sovek. We're unable to move your loader, so we're going to beam you aboard the shuttle and evacuate you directly.
Understood. We're ready to go. Carl, you stay
Excellent.
here. No, I'm kidding. All right, Carl, you can come too.
Carl can come, but he has to sit on the outside. We stick him in the cargo rack on top.
You get beamed last.
Okay, so... Yeah, so we're all returning to the shuttle unless there's any other bright ideas. Okay. So what do we need to roll to get the shuttle's transporters going?
All right, so who's going to be doing the transporting?
What kind of roll will it be?
Who is going to be doing the transporting?
Okay. Chief. Pick one. Okay. Chief Sayar, I believe you are in the best position to do this.
Yes. Most likely, as Dr. Jamel is still tending medical. Actually, never mind. Of course.
No, I'm
of course,
standing
sir.
right here. Sir.
Just forgot about her.
Fortunately, you picked the chief on the ship who has a focus in transporters and replicators.
I can assist you. I'm not unadept at engineering matters myself. But I feel like you should take the lead.
So Chief Sayara gets a second chance to completely do his skills. So what's it going to be?
All right. So this is going to be an engineering daring with a difficulty of 1.
All right, that's going to be another.
And the shuttle. 13. Let me see here. No assistance.
Sovek puts his hand on Chief Sayar's shoulder. You got this. You can do better this time.
Perhaps
hang on. Pause. Selleck, give me a command presence roll.
Okay. Just 1 dice?
Mm-hmm. Just 1 die. And just tell me what it is.
I rolled a 19, so not a good.
Okay.
You're trying to encourage him, and it backfires.
All right. So it is a difficulty of 1, and it is an engineering daring. No assistance from the shuttle.
Okay, but I can still assist.
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
You've done enough assisting.
Wow.
You just annoyed him. That's what you did.
Mayor, I was going to say this. The reaction to that is, through gritted teeth. Thank you, sir.
By the way, Captain BG 1701. That is an amazing reference. One of my all-time favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
One ping only for Shelley.
That is a 2 and a 9.
A 2 and a 9, and you have a focus in transporters.
Ooh.
Yes, I do.
So that's 3 successes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you tap on the controls and you set the targeting scanners. You get everything set and you transport. And then I am going to spend 2 threat. You got 4 out of the 5. Carl is still left in the living quarters. During the transport, there appeared to be some sort of interference. Some neutrino surge or something that you were unable to keep the lock on the 5th person.
Chief, what happened? I only count 4.
I'm just going to hide chat for now. That is what I'm going to try to determine, sir. So we don't... Alright, so no idea what happened. He would know, the things that could mess with a transport in this situation.
I mean, yeah, there was a neutrino surge in the area around the miners that prevented the lock from sticking on that one person. That's what happened.
It's like Carl
Chief,
is a problem.
Carl is just
The bad week.
go back to your home planet, dude. Find a different profession. I like to scan the living area and the general vicinity of the living area for the source of this neutrino surge.
Sure. That will be a science insight with a difficulty of 3.
I have science 3 and insight 9, if that helps.
I have science 2 and insight 11.
That seems about even.
And
you,
I also
you can assist, Kat. Your character can assist the scan if you want.
think we're going to need it. Or if the shuttle sensors can assist, I get to re-roll one of those dice.
Yep. You can use the shuttle sensors. So, so the two of you can. So Panda, you'll roll 2 dice. Kat, you'll roll 1. For Kat, you're going to roll a science reason. And then
What's that?
What's that?
Never mind.
Do you see it under the attributes and the disciplines for her? Okay. Oh, by the way, do you know how? Sorry, Kat. Do you know how this works?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, I just realized that. Okay.
I'm like,
so,
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Which one of these dice am I supposed to roll?
Okay, so basically what happens is you take, as I give you a discipline and an attribute, you add those 2 numbers together. So that's your target number that you want to roll equal to or less than, and you'll roll.
Okay, reason and science?
Yeah. So what's the total for her?
13.
13. Okay. So basically you want to roll a 13 or less, and the lower number the better, right? And you'll roll 1d20 when we're ready, okay? Nova, let's have you roll for the shuttle.
Okay.
And that's going to be 1d20, and I've got the stats here. So it's a science sensors is a 7, so you're rolling a 7 or less. And then all right, and you have 2 momentum. It's difficulty of 3.
Think we need to buy another one. If we're difficulty 3, we've got what, 4 dice plus a reroll for one of mine.
Yeah. And does anybody have any focuses that are applicable here?
All of her. Well, I'm rolling for the ship, so that doesn't matter. But would everybody's focus apply? Or I thought it was. I wasn't 100%
Sorry,
sure.
just
The main person rolling.
well, I mean, it would the focus would apply for. So I just looked at Jamel's sheet. She doesn't have any. She doesn't have any focuses.
Okay.
So it's just any of Sire's focuses.
I'd argue that transporters and replicators applies again, since I'm trying to figure out why this transport didn't work.
But you're scanning the air. Yeah, you're scanning the area, though. You're not really doing anything with transporters and stuff.
All right.
That's why it's a science check.
Not engineering.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So, Kat, you can go ahead and roll, and Nova, you can roll. How many successes, Panda?
1 success.
1 success? Okay. Any 20s?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry to disappoint.
Kat, what did you roll?
18.
Okay. That's 0. And Nova?
10.
Okay, so that's one success. So you take out your tricorder. No, I'm sorry, you don't take out your tricorder because you're on the shuttle. You got to remember that. You type in, you scan the area, and you're definitely detecting neutrinos there, but it doesn't seem as though they should be interfering with the transporter. Other than that, that's, again, the only reading you can get is that there's the neutrino presence there, but it's not clear as to why that stopped that one person from transporting.
Recommending we scan this person, thinking maybe there's something going on with Carl. Maybe he's the cause of all of these issues.
Do you want to scan him from there, or do you want to
We'll do
get
like
closer?
a medical tricorder scan, so be in the room with him.
Okay. So transporters, it's you're not able to transport in or out of the room anymore because of this neutrino issue. So you can the best you could probably do is move closer and use your tricorder.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Yes.
You do have your spacesuit, so you could,
Yes. I mean, I can just walk over. Well,
Yep.
I guess the shuttle can drop me off. And I can walk over there.
Yeah, you'll just walk over. All right. So, all right. So you take out your tricorder, yeah, and you're scanning. You're scanning Carl, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's going to be a. That is going to be a medicine reason with a difficulty of 2.
Okay. So medicine is 4, reasons 10.
So that's a 14. So you want to roll 2 dice under 14 or less. Let's look at your focuses. Emergency medicine, botany, heightened senses. I would say this really isn't an emergency.
Yeah, like she's telepathic. Can't she just like tap into Carl, or would that be unethical?
I'll let you use the heightened senses focus. So what that means is that if you roll, because your medicine is a 4, if one of the dice rolls a 4 or less, it counts as 2 successes.
Sweet.
And if you roll a 1, that's an automatic 2 successes with either die. So
2.
So you roll 2 d20s. It's a difficulty of 2. You have 1 momentum left, which you could use to buy an extra die if you wanted to. No, you're just going to go with the 2.
Unless the team feels different.
What was the difficulty?
Difficulty of 2.
It's up to you. If you feel confident, you can get that.
I mean, it's kind of random, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Use the force, cat.
Wrong franchise.
All right.
Okay.
Don't cross your streams. All right. So go ahead and roll your 2 d20s and hope for the best.
4. I got a 1.
You got a 1?
Oh, crit.
What was the other one?
14.
Oh, so that's 3 successes. So that's actually great. So that gives you an extra momentum.
Sweet.
So you produce an extra momentum. All right. So you take out your tricorder and you scan. You scan Carl from a safe distance, and you also sort of you don't telepathically intrude. But you're sensing if there's anything about Carl that's off, right? And the medical scans come back, and the readings are normal. everything. Carl appears to be exactly who and what he presents as, and you sense no deception on Carl's part whatsoever.
Is he a llama, though?
Is he a llama?
A llama?
He does not look like a llama, no.
No hat.
Wow, this is bad.
So his readings are normal because I was suspecting some type of virus or something that was gonna like affect his motor functions, where it would have made him drive a lift into the wall. But I guess that's not correct.
I would say that it's a safe assumption that the lift accident and the fact that he was left in the room because of this neutrino surge are unrelated, and
just Carl has crap luck.
Apparently, and there appears to be nothing. Again, there appears to be nothing strange about the situation as far as Carl is concerned. And Carl, even you can see him through the force field. He is just as surprised as you are as to why he did not get beamed out with the rest.
Okay. Maybe scan again for the neutrinos, and then if there's not any of those, try transporting him again. I don't know.
Sure.
Since there's nothing wrong with Carl, and there's nothing else obvious. Maybe give it another go. Maybe it was a fluke.
Okay, so that's going to be a science reason with a difficulty of 3.
If there's nothing wrong with Carl, there must be something wrong with the universe.
Obviously. Yeah, I mean, who's rolling then?
You do have 1 momentum. I'm assuming so you generated an additional momentum. You can use that to ask an additional question or to do some other stuff, or you can bank it and use it later on this scan or whatever. So what would you like to do with that 1 momentum before we move on to the new scan?
Well, I don't know. Team thoughts?
Bank.
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 Mm-hmm. Bank. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Commander, while I'm attempting to reperform the scan, perhaps you could try to draw some more information out of our guests about what exactly is going on in this place.
Good idea.
So Sovek turns to the others in a shuttle and just asks somewhat sort of politely, "So, what exactly are you mining here?"
We're just mining dilithium. This belonged to our new boss Jolene. It belonged to her aunt, and she, she knew about mining, but Jolene doesn't. We're just doing what we've always done. These accidents like this are not uncommon, but they happen sometimes.
So there was nothing particularly unusual about the accident or circumstances surrounding it then?
No, not at all. Carl's a little clumsy, but he's okay. He's an all right guy.
And he seemed fine today?
Yeah. He, we did a medical check when we ran in after we got settled into the living quarters after the accident, and everybody seemed fine. There were no abnormal readings.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions I should ask?
What?
If anything unusual would have been recently, maybe not just today, but anything.
What would be generating a unusually large number of neutrinos in this area?
Yeah, that's a good question.
do you have any idea what might be generating a large number of neutrinos?
No, not at all. Nothing we use generates neutrinos, and we've never detected neutrinos during our mining process.
Can the ship hear any of these transmissions?
No.
Okay, I don't have any abilities that relate to this, but can I do some sort of perception check to see if this miner is lying to me in any way?
Like a hunch?
Yeah. I do have a focus in interrogation.
Are you interrogating them?
No, but
Kind of.
I am at least trying to ascertain, is this miner being truthful with me?
All right. So command insight with a difficulty of 1.
Okay, and does my focus of interrogation apply?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, 2 successes.
2 successes? All right. So that generates an extra momentum. So, you kind of look and you use that sort of, Vulcan, pseudo telepathy that you have to sort of, ascertain if the miners are being truthful. And to your knowledge, they are being 100% truthful and honest with you. There's no reason, there appears and seems to be absolutely no reason why they would be deceptive.
Okay.
So you have an extra momentum. Do you want to ask an additional question, or do you want to bank it? Do you want more information, or do you want to bank it?
I'm not sure what question I could ask, so probably bank it, unless anyone has any suggestions. Okay, then I think we'll bank it.
Okay.
Other than perform the scan from the shuttle, I'd like to offload it to the Sovereign, because I would assume their sensor arrays are more powerful.
Sure.
Also, we have the applied scientist on board there. So.
Yeah, we should give her something to do before she falls asleep. So let's take that opportunity. Let's shift focus to the Sovereign, and the crew on the bridge minus Sovek and Sayar and Sahir. I am down to 10.
This is Commander Sovek of the Sovereign. We're having an issue scanning the area with the final survivor. Captain, do you think you could help us with a scan?
I think we can do that. Our character, Tony, I think Cat's still on the ship. Or is Cat gone somewhere?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. You're right. The doctor is gone. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah, got it.
All right. All right. So Kat, you're also on the bridge as your actual character.
Of course, Temna, can you do a scan, please?
Specifically, we are trying to find large sources of large neutrino surges.
Wait, did you say neutrino surges?
Yes.
Could we be possibly dealing with cloaking technology? Specialist, before we run the scan, is there something you need to tell me?
No, sir. Neutrinos would not emanate in that fashion due to cloaking.
Okay. Run the scan.
That's actually incorrect. Neutrinos are related to cloaking technology.
Right, but I said emanating in that way.
Oh.
So I got 2 12s.
Sneaky Romulan.
Captain?
Yes.
Neutrinos also emitted by supernova activity as well. We are near the area of the Amargosa system, which, as we know, that star was forced into a supernova.
Yes, I suppose you are right. Okay, well, we'll keep a caution out. Keep an eye out for cloaked ships, but also be aware of radiation.
I got 2 12s.
Is that 2 successes?
Yeah, because it's 17.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sarah's broken. Yes, 2 successes.
I'm not broken.
Sorry, did I give you a difficulty?
I don't think you
No.
did.
No, I didn't. We haven't started the scan yet.
Oh, we got 2 12s so far.
Okay.
We're keeping those. You're not taking them away.
You're not taking those rolls away.
All right, I guess you're not buying any more dice. Lance, can you roll for the ship sensors, science sensors?
+1 enhanced sensors.
Yep. So it's a total of 14.
13.
A 13. All right, so that's 3 successes. Well, you are in luck because it was a difficulty 3 check. So you got exactly 3 successes. All right. So so you scan the neutrino surge area, and it comes back, and it is not emanating in the same fashion that a cloaked ship would be, but it certainly has the intensity and size of that. But it is not emanating in a way that is of a known cloaking technology.
Specialist, can you meet me in my ready room? Commander Sovic? I want to use...
Isn't he on the station?
This is the comms, Commander Sovic. Typically we're still on comms. Commander Sovic, I need you on board ASAP.
What about the final miner, sir?
I'm aware about the final miner. Is there any way possibly that we could get... How is the force field operational? Can you pass through it, or is it blocked off? This is a question for Tony. Like, is it one of those kind of force fields that a person can pass through, or is it like a proper?
Sorry, the force fields.
Yeah.
No, they're like industrial strength, so you can't pass through them. They're basically fake bulkheads. They're like bulkhead force fields. You're talking about the ones you're talking about the ones that have the miners in their living quarters. Yeah. So those are like emergency bulkhead force fields. You can't walk through those. And due to the neutrino interference, you cannot beam in or out of the room.
Okay, in that case, it might be we'll stay in comms contact with Paul Kyle, but I'd like to get the civilians we have already rescued back to the ship anyway safe, and I'd like to debrief with the commander as well. We can either leave our scientists there to keep him company, or what would you recommend, Commander?
I don't like leaving a job half finished, Captain, especially when there's someone in need.
I'm well aware of this, but this could jeopardize the main mission.
How about we beam myself and the miners from the shuttle to the ship, and I can debrief while the chief continues to work on this problem with the doctor.
That sounds very reasonable. I love that idea. Can we? Are the beams on the shuttle able to reach the ship?
Sorry,
Let's give that a go.
Can you beam from the shuttle to the ship?
Yeah. So can we beam from the shuttle to the ship?
Yeah.
That's interference. Okay, cool. Yeah.
You can. I'd say it's probably a difficulty of 1. It's a little bit tricky, but it can be done.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that. And can I get my chief engineer on that?
All right. So Sayar, you're just going to beam the survivors from the shuttle to the ship. Yes.
And Commander Stovek.
And Commander Sovek. Okay. So everybody's beaming over except for the engineer and the doctor. Correct.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that's going to be an engineering control with a difficulty of 1, and your transporter's focus would certainly play.
Okay. Wow. Double 17s.
Oh, that's not good.
Better than double 20s.
So so you attempt to transport them out. You do all the prep work. You do the stuff. You type it in.
I file the paperwork.
You
I
file
get the license.
paperwork. The scanners, the Heisenberg compensators are firing, all that stuff, and the neutrino surge has gotten larger and more intense, and has now affected the transporters on the shuttle, and you're unable to get them beamed to the ship.
Can we try using the Sovereign's transporters instead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'd like to... have I got anyone in the transporter pad to operate it?
I mean, somebody on the... Hisar can probably do that from her station.
Okay. Lieutenant Hassar, can you please try and beam those people back across here, please?
Yes, sir.
So it'd be an engineering control, difficulty of 1.
And you're more than welcome to get yourself another dice, because I'd really like to get those people over here.
Engineering control.
And do you want to buy another die?
Mm,
Does the ship... Let me see. Does the ship have... The ship does not have... No. Okay.
When there's a chance, I'd like to float another idea about how to get Carl out of here.
I'll take 1 die.
Okay.
Great, let's see. 12 is the magic number. I got an 11, and a 12, and a 15.
So that's one success? Yeah?
2.
2 successes.
Oh, 2
I got
successes.
an 11 and a 12 and a 15.
11 and a 12. Oh, that's right, because you had 3 dice.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right.
Yep.
All right.
There was a difficulty of 1, correct?
Yep, difficulty 1. So you have 1, you have a temp momentum.
Bank.
Bank it? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Sure. All right. So, so you type on your console, and you get them, and the Sovereign's transporters are just far enough away from the neutrino emissions that you can beam them over. So you get all 4 of the miners and Sovek beam onto the Sovereign.
Perfect. Commander Sovek, come meet me in my ready room. Specialist, you're with me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And we're back.
Specialist, do you mind telling me what we're dealing with here? Because it seems to me we're dealing with some sort of experimental cloaking technology, and you being Romulan, no offense, you are an expert in cloaking, and this is right up your alley. So please explain to me what's going on here.
These readings are highly unusual, sir. This is nothing like any Romulan cloaking technology that I've ever seen.
Well, I'm aware of that, but it's probably not Romulan then. But it's definitely some sort of cloaking technology, and I'm getting worried. Does Starfleet have any idea, well, at least intelligence anyway, what's going on here?
Nothing to my knowledge, sir.
I'm getting a
However,
bit worried about it.
I would stress extreme caution. There is a possibility that there is a cloaked ship out there.
Yeah, what do they want? Commander Sovek, any ideas yourself?
Sovek is lost in thought. He's very much concentrating on Sahir and if they're telling the truth. Is it possible I can do a roll?
Sure. Are you
Because Sovek,
are you
Sovek is
interrogating
very
her?
not trusting.
All right,
Yeah.
PvP.
yeah.
Is that what that is? Can you even do that in this game?
So
I think so, yeah.
command insight. Difficulty.
You're from Starfleet Intelligence and you're a Romulan. Like, that combination is very distrustful.
Placed here on the orders of
This is
Admiral
my one.
Winters, I might add.
I will
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
I will add that Admiral Winter shot most of you during the training exercise.
He
Fire
did.
King.
That is factually accurate.
You
He inspires
missed that
respect.
cat.
He does not inspire trust.
So it
Well,
would
Sovik would roll to make sure that his plomeek soup has no protein in it.
so it's a command insight with a difficulty of 2.
Okay, do we have any momentum? Could I spend one for an extra die?
Yes, I'm sorry. You have, I think, 2 momentum.
I thought we had
Okay.
one pending as well. No? Yeah, 3. We had 3.
But I think Nova spent 1, so that should be a 2,
Nova
right?
spent one.
I spent one, but I got it back.
Yes, she
You
got
said
it back.
it
It was
was
pending.
Oh,
one.
right. Yeah. So you are at 3. You are at 3.
Okay, I'm gonna spend one momentum to get an extra die.
Okay.
All right.
So command presence, and I'll allow the interrogation focus.
Okay, 3 successes.
Yes.
All right. So that's an extra momentum. So you get the feeling that I mean, she's obviously from Starfleet Intelligence, and so she's not going to divulge things that she's not allowed to or not ordered to, but you get the sense that she's being sincere with her information and that she does not know what's going on. And actually, it just occurred to me
Okay.
that should have been, I apologize, that should have been an opposed check. So the next time that happens with another player, that should actually be an opposed check and not a.
That's the PvP.
Yeah,
What is that? What
yeah.
I'm supposed to do? Say
So
no?
I should have had you roll against that roll, but it's fine. In this situation, it's not too big of a deal. But in the future, I will have to remember that's an opposed check. So when it's against an NPC, it's different. So like when he did that against the miners, it's different. But in this situation, that should have been an opposed check. So I apologize. But anyway, yeah. So you have no reason to believe that she is not being forthright with the information. So you believe that she is telling you as much as she knows.
I'm sorry, Captain. What was the question again?
Do you have any idea what we can do about an advanced cloaking tech ship out there generating high levels of neutrinos?
our best bet is to retrieve the miner and then perhaps either leave the area and report back to Starfleet with our findings, or we can intensely scan the area, possibly tipping our hand. If this is indeed some kind of advanced cloaking technology, we may not want to make them aware of the fact that we've detected them. We don't know what we might be facing.
I think you're right. Caution is definitely a good idea. Okay, we need to work out how to rescue this miner. Captain to Sayar?
Yes, Captain.
Sayar, you said you had an idea about rescuing the crewman. What was it?
This is a space-based mining facility. I would assume they have their own EVA suits.
That's a fair enough assumption. I don't know if they're in the same room, but we can check.
Well, if they're not in the same room, they can direct either me or Dr. Jamel to go pick one up for them, and then stick him in and walk him out the door.
I mean, I thought that too, but I don't know how you can get in there with transporters not working inside the room. Because as soon as you open that door, he's going to get decompressed out into space.
Alternatively, is there a way we could set up some sort of portable force field to create a corridor between the emergency force field and the shuttle so that he could just walk to the shuttle?
Now that sounds like an interesting idea. Sayar, could you do it?
That would be quite a distance from the pressurized area all the way out to the shuttle. Not sure we can extend the force field out that far.
Could we simply use a force field to seal the breach by the shuttle itself and then recompress the station?
Recompressing the entire... I don't think we're going to have enough time to recompress the entire station. Perhaps only the necessary rooms to get Carl from the living area out to the shuttle, perhaps.
Could we repressurize the corridor outside? Just repressurize that room, at least with one of us inside, seal on those bulkhead doors to at least get him and us a suit. We close some doors.
That seems like the best compromise we have at this point, sir.
Let's do that.
A portable force field generator will cost you 2 momentum.
Let me see the corridor 1 second. Could you bring up the map of the station again, please?
Where is this taking place, by the way? Is this the ready room?
I'm in the ready room, but Sayar is still actually on the station.
So
okay,
so Traylard is not privy to that conversation, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, the only thing is there a bulk, Tony? I'm just going to move Commander Sovek to a place. I do apologize, Commander Sovek.
You can use your thing to point out an area if you want.
That's not Sovek. That's a duplicate.
I'm just going to use this duplicate.
Now Sovek's the dupler.
Okay, so is there a bulkhead seal here?
No, that's open.
This is open. Where do the doors seal?
The doors are sealed here and here. These blue things here and here.
I'm just more thinking this corridor here. Are there any more other places we can activate a seal using the station itself?
This is open and this is open. So that this and the rest of this is self-contained.
Okay.
I mean, you could in theory, like this space here could be blocked with one thing here.
Yeah, that's more thinking, so we can create like an airlock.
Holy
yeah,
crap! What is going on?
Every time I push the talk button, it creates another copy.
Oh, really? Well, stop use your right mouse button to point at stuff.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is we get one. How many momentum will this cost?
2.
2 momentum for
momentum.
one portable force field generator.
Okay, and so we're not spending for a. Do they have suits on this ship?
Yeah, I would say that they're they're in the storage areas, like over here or something. They're easily obtainable.
Okay, I think we should spend the 2 momentum, get a shield, put it here, repressurize, and then give him the suit and walk straight out. That seems like a great idea.
We may have another suggestion.
What's your suggestion?
Just to be clear, I do want to point out that this force field is broken. The rest of the station's force fields are operable.
But that's what I just asked. You told me that how many are there?
Well, these emergency bulkheads are in place, but like the other ones that would normally happen are still functioning, but they're so let me ask you this. What I'm saying is the portable generator was when you guys were talking about fixing this one.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
If you
So
want to
there's
put
probably already force fields available. You just got to turn them on because they didn't do that because they were in their quarters where they turned them on.
That's what I asked about.
Yeah, that's what James asked.
Is
I
that
asked
what
that,
he
and you
asked?
told me there was yeah, I asked that, and you said there was nothing there, so I had to come up with a strategy.
No, I'm sorry. I thought you asked where the ones were activated.
No, I meant could
Sorry.
I activate?
Oh, yes, you can activate. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, you absolutely can activate. In fact, anywhere,
You're not crazy, James. I understood you.
anywhere you see these lines, you could probably activate one. Here.
That's what I
here.
thought.
Yeah. Well, you thought right.
Okay. I'm glad that convoluted plan didn't matter at all in the end, because my original one was fine. Okay, well, let's get a suit and find Saya, can you please try and figure out a way to get these ones to activate and create a sort of pseudo airlock, please?
On it, sir.
You had an idea too?
No, it's far more convoluted than the other one.
Right, that's
We'll
fine.
just go with this one.
Okay,
I am personally very curious about what the even more convoluted plan is.
Okay, so let's pause on Sire for a second. So is there anything else that's going to happen in the ready room?
Okay. Well, as soon as we've created that pseudo airlock, I think there might be something behind the bulkhead wall generating those neutrinos, because neutrino levels seem to be spiking in that room. I'd like to try and get in there and do some scans. What do you guys think?
Weren't they coming from the possible cloaked ship?
Possibly, but there might be some sort of facility behind that wall. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It can't hurt to
like
investigate.
a secret base or like
Like a secret cloaked base.
So
these
okay,
things?
all right. Yeah. So just to give you sort of a visual representation, like the facility is in like a dome, and then so appearance wise, there is nothing beyond that area. It would be empty space on the surface of the asteroid. Is what
It could be a cloaked secret base.
is what it
That's what I'm
visually
saying.
looks like. Yeah.
Could be a cloaked
I'm
secret base.
picking up what you're putting down, Captain. That might be worth investigating.
Yeah, like a cloak. If they've created a cloaked starbase, that would be a very nifty feature. I'm not going to lie. But we should keep all thoughts in mind. Is there any way for us to work out the highest amount of these neutrino levels? Like where is the highest spike coming from? I'd like to try and work that out. But we'll come back to that later. Let's deal with this rescue mission first of all. Let's return to the bridge.
Okay. So you guys return to the bridge, and we will cut back to the asteroid base. And so Syar, you're going to go over and get the
EVA suit.
EVA suit, and then what are you going to do?
Going to bring it over here to this interstitial, not hallway, but antechamber. Put it down here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that pointer? Put it down here, and then back away and tell Carl to, activate the outer outer force field and shut down the inner one. There'll be his ears might pop from the pressure differential, but it could be a lot worse.
So all right, sounds good. So you put the suit down, you back away, and you're gonna contact him in the comm badge, yeah?
All right, Carl. This is Carl, yeah? I'm talking to Carl, yes?
Yeah, this is Carl. What's going on? When are you guys gonna get me out of here?
Stand by. Mute comm. Turn off comm. Say something absolutely horrid in nativecation. Unmute. Carl, I want you to walk up to the larger bulkhead. Larger emergency bulkhead? Towards the outside of the base.
Yeah, okay, then what?
All right. I want you to turn on the other force field that's closer to me because I'm on the other side of that emergency bulkhead.
Okay. Carl walks over.
Back up just a little farther.
Wait, you want me to turn on the force field that's the next one?
Yes.
I can't do that.
All right. Why not?
Because the controls are over there in the other room that you're next to.
Of course they are. All right. Hold on a little longer. Close channel. Mute. Something absolutely unexpressively horrible in Cation. Walk over to the other door because I have to do everything myself.
You sassy tail flicks.
You know it. All right. Turn on one force field, turn off the other.
All right, so you're turning on this one, the new one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and turn off the interior one.
Boop. All right. Oh, do I have a force field? I don't have a force field, do I? No, I don't. That's too bad. All right. So the force fields go down. Carl goes in. He puts the suit on. He has a little bit of a tough time getting it fully zipped up. It's he's put on a few pounds since the last time he was in an EV suit, and he finally gets it on. He gets the helmet on. He gets everything, and you hear a chime. Okay, I got it on. Now what?
All right, now I want you to hold very still because I'm going to pump the air out of that room and then bring the force field down.
Okay.
pretty
I could,
backwards.
I
Why does
could
Carl-
just drop the force field and let him, shoot across the hallway into the shuttle.
Actually, he would shoot across the hallway into the transporter room, but
Eh.
Oh, why?
Assuming
why does
he-
Carl sound? Why does Carl sound like Sloth for Telly?
Don't ask questions you don't really want the answer to.
Do you remember in Star Trek 3 when McCoy tries to get a ride from a ship to Genesis, and he talks to that alien? He goes, "You want to go to quarantine planet? No!" That's the kind of alien this guy is. Is that one that McCoy talks to?
How could you be deaf with ears of those sounds?
Yeah. That was a surprise.
All right, so
All right. So he's got his suit on. Let's bring down the pressure, and then bring down the exterior force field.
all right. He's. Oh, it's so great to get out of there. Thanks, guys.
All right, follow. All right, you're the last one, so we're going to get out to our shuttle now. So just follow me. Try not to touch anything on our way over there. All right.
Okay. Oh, is my lift still stuck? Oh, I'm really sorry about that, guys. I feel really bad.
Again, through gritted teeth. We all have bad days, Carl.
Did you try just backing it up?
Let's just get to the shuttle now.
So you all board the shuttle. Any other business here on the station, or are you just going to go back to the ship?
Chief Medical Officer, anything you wanted to do?
No, I'm good. Get
Okay.
the heck out of here.
Peace.
All right, we go back to the ship. I'm assuming everybody is back at their stations. Is that correct?
Yep.
The doctor probably escorted the miners to sick
Carl?
bay, along with Carl, and just to check them out. Sayar, do you want to go to the bridge, or do you want to go to engineering?
Go to the bridge.
Okay. So you, everybody assembles back on the bridge, and no sooner do you all appear than you hear hailing frequency. The freighter, Jolene from the freighter is hailing.
On screen.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for getting the miners. Were you able to fix the breach?
We weren't able to fix the breach, but we are going to, in a second, I was going to discuss with my senior officers, discussing using a tractor beam to pull the obstruction out. But we have yet to seal the breach.
Okay, I got to deliver this mining equipment, and then I got to go back to Alnoth and then get more mining equipment and then come back. So I really appreciate all this work, but I need to get the mine back up and running. My aunt left me with quite a few outstanding debts, and so I need dilithium to make, to pay the bills. So anything you guys can do to get this, mining equipment from my ship down to the surface would be great.
I tell you what, if we could discuss some terms for a mining agreement with Federation, we can maybe boost your hull.
I would love that. That sounds great. Once we get all this stuff taken care of, let's negotiate.
Okie dokie. Closed channel.
channel close. All right. On that note, let's end for the evening. You guys over in the UK look tired. Hopefully you guys had some fun though. So we'll put a pause. By the way, I did not come up with the name Jolene. That's the name from the mission brief that Star Trek Adventures decided to give her. I'm assuming it's because maybe Jolene is Jolene from the song a coal miner's daughter or something. I don't know. I feel like all the characters
Dolly
from
Parton song.
Yeah.
Jolie.
yeah.
Jolene's Sally Parton, and then what? Coal miner's daughter is Loretta Lynn, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Um,
I have a ship named Jolie.
oh, nice.
Do you?
Hey, doctor, how many fingers am I holding up? That's my favorite quote from that movie.
So guys, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for playing. Kat, thank you for being here. Hopefully you can come back and keep playing. And yeah, so don't forget, viewers, tomorrow night, the Priority One Armada live stream comes back on Saturday nights. I think I'm hosting, right? I switched with James, so it's me
And I'll be on.
Selleck and
me
and Lance. Oh, that's right. It's the three of us. Awesome. So yeah, so that's tomorrow night. And what are we doing? Dyson Sphere tomorrow? I don't remember what's on the schedule.
Yeah, we're at Delta Quadrant Command with Admiral Janeway.
So we must
Working
be
for Admiral Janeway.
So we must be doing. Oh, are we? Maybe we're not doing Dyson. Anyway,
We're doing
I can't
Kabali.
remember.
oh, Kobali. That's what I knew. It was a ground mission, so it's Kobali. That's right. We're doing Kobali Prime. That'll be fun. And don't forget Mondays with James, Accolade Hunter. What are you doing? Anything? Have you been doing anything fun in Accolade Hunter recently, or what do you got planned coming up?
We're on the road to PvP at the moment. We're going to be taking our humble toon character.
Wow. You just dropping that on us? Now we're going PvPing? Good lord.
The amount of accolades
Did
in
you
PvP
did you lose a bet?
is a lot. Well, yeah, sort of. I feel like it's time to take a character that has just been created and somehow turn it into a PvP, insane PvP toon. And because Fiona's an alien, it's an alien race. They actually get an extra trait slot, so they're actually better in PvP.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
what happens.
Awesome. All right. Well, I may tune in for that. AKA Ricard. Don't worry, you're not talking too much. Also, if you want to see how this finishes, come back again next week on Friday nights, and that's when this adventure will continue. And this is every Friday night we do our RPG live play. So yeah, so come back and join us. And yeah, so Monday's Accolade Hunter, and then again on Thursday will be TFO Thursday. So you guys can join us for that. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks to all of our Patreon supporters. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we can get you guys involved in this show sometime soon. We've got some ideas that we'll let you guys know, and yeah, we'll go from there. So again, thank you. You guys have a good night. Say good night, everybody.
Oh, don't forget to follow us on
Good
Twitter.
night.
It's a big competition for Star Trek Online, so go head over there and enter our little competition over there. And yeah, it'd be great to see you. Okay, bye guys.
Hi, y'all.
Have a good night.